Welcome to the land of philosophers, warriors, and gods, ancient Greece, where surprises await around every corner classical building. Number 1. The ancient Greeks had a fascination with the afterlife. They believed that an elaborate funeral procession was necessary to ensure a successful transition into the next life, and it wasn't uncommon for funerals to last up to 10 days. In fact, Homer's epic poem, the Iliad, is believed to have been written specifically for the purpose of honoring the dead. Welcome to Brainovolt. The facts only get better from here. Number 2. Hi, I'm Dr. Aria. The city-state of Sparta was notorious for its brutal training regime, but did you know that boys as young as 7 were taken from their families and forced into rigorous physical conditioning? This agoge system was designed to produce the perfect warrior. Number 3. In ancient Greece, women had a significant amount of power. They could own property, enter into contracts, and even serve as priestesses in religious rituals. Women like Hypatia of Alexandria, a mathematician and philosopher, were celebrated for their intellectual pursuits. Number 4. The ancient Greek alphabet has 24 letters, and it's the basis for many modern alphabets, including our own Latin alphabet. In fact, the letter J didn't exist until the Middle Ages. In ancient Greece, words starting with J began with the letter I. Number 5. Ancient Greek pottery was renowned for its beauty and craftsmanship. The famous red and black figure style originated on the island of Crete around 1500 BCE and spread to mainland Greece by 1200 BC. Archaeologists have uncovered over 10,000 vases in the Mediterranean alone. Number 6. The first known Olympic Games took place in 776 BCE, but they were discontinued after a series of violent incidents and reinstated only in 472 BC. The Games became an essential part of Greek culture, with athletes competing in events like chariot racing and wrestling. Number 7. In ancient Greece, slavery was a widespread institution, but it wasn't just about exploiting labor. Slaves could own property, get married, and even become freed after serving a certain number of years. In fact, the famous philosopher Aristotle was born into a family of slaves. His father became a slave after being captured in war. Number 8. Mount Olympus, the mythical home of Zeus, is still an active volcano today. It stands at over 9,000 feet tall and is considered one of the most beautiful mountains in Greece. Stay with me, the best facts are still coming. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next. Number 9. The ancient Greeks had a concept called hubris, which referred to excessive pride or arrogance. The term hubris has since been adopted by scholars to describe the downfall of characters like Achilles from Homer's Iliad. Number 10. Ancient Greek medicine was surprisingly advanced for its time. The physician Hippocrates is credited with developing the Hippocratic Oath, a code of ethics for doctors that still influences medical practice today. Number 11. The famous philosopher Plato was born into an aristocratic family and was deeply affected by the death of his beloved teacher, Socrates. He wrote many philosophical works in response to this loss, including the Republic. Number 12. Archaeologists have discovered evidence of ancient Greek wine production dating back to around 2000 BC. The Greeks are credited with developing the first wine presses, which were used to extract juice from grapes. Number 13. The city of Corinth was a major commercial center in ancient Greece, known for its wealthy merchants and luxurious lifestyle. It's also famous for being the place where St. Paul preached Christianity to the Corinthians. Number 14. The famous statue of Zeus at Olympia was considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It took over 12 years to build and stood over 40 feet tall, a true marvel of ancient Greek engineering. Number 15. Women in ancient Greece were allowed to own property, but only if they were widows or divorcees. This meant that married women had limited rights and were often subject to their husband's control. Number 16. The ancient Greeks believed in a concept called the golden mean, which referred to the idea that true happiness came from finding balance between opposing forces like courage and fear. Number 17. In ancient Greece, there was a strong emphasis on personal grooming. Men would spend hours each day combing their hair and applying perfumes and oils. In fact, the famous Greek philosopher Aristotle was known for his immaculately groomed beard. Number 18. The city of Athens had a unique system of government that combined elements of monarchy, aristocracy, and democracy. This made it one of the most stable and prosperous cities in ancient Greece. Number 19. Slaves were allowed to attend theater performances in ancient Greece. In fact, many slaves became famous actors and playwrights themselves. The Greek tragic playwright Sophocles is believed to have been a slave himself before his dramatic rise to fame. Number 20. The ancient Greeks developed an impressive system of roads that spanned over 1,000 miles across the Mediterranean region. These roads were built using sophisticated engineering techniques and allowed for easy trade and communication between cities. Thanks for watching BrainoVolt. Subscribe and hit the bell for more mind-expanding facts.